if you've seen in the World Juniors and stuff, is never a team that wavers too far from the game plan. So we should see a real tight game from the Brampton Battalion tonight. All
right, Jerry Archer in the booth. Roger Lajoie is not here today. He has another commitment, and he'll be back in our next broadcast. But Matt Macaron, former Oshawa General, among other teams, Windsor Spitfires, where else? Sioux Greyhounds as well?
Sioux Greyhounds, Sudbury Wolves.
So you got your frequent flyer mileage for sure.
A lot of kilometers.
A lot of driving. And happened. DeHart over to Valentine. Valentine off the circle into Thomas. He misses it. Andreoff shoots, scores! Andreoff comes in through the circle, gets the pass and roofs it. Backhand over Killeen, and a power play goal. The Oshawa Generals has them up 1-0.
Looked like a bit of a broken play there, Jerry, but you know, sometimes on a power play it's not necessarily the way it looks, but it's the end result. And here you could have asked for a better start. Like we said, pass goes across to the D-man, and as he tries to give it to the guy in the slot, but we get here, backhand goal.
And a missed pass there by Andreoff, who wide as Tanski took a shot. There's a shot in all kinds of traffic. Now Albert has it. The Battalion. There's a shot, shoot, scores!
You know what, you hate to say it, Jerry, but this all started because the Oshawa Generals defenseman didn't clear the puck on the first try. The players have got to be cognizant when Hodgson's line is out there, because he's going to capitalize just like we saw there.
That's a great call there. You're absolutely right. And it looked like Jones is going to get the goal. If it is Sean Jones, it will be his 29th goal of the year. 42 points for Sean Jones. And Sean Jones, 5'10", 169, so a smaller player, Matt, but from Newmarket, and he is eligible this year for a draft. He was with the Erie Otters last year.
You know, it seems, Jerry, the 30-goal scorers are done.
To intercept that pass, and there's a shot from the point. Cody Hodgson now over on the right side. He'll shoot it back to Clark with a shot, scores! And Clark with a blast from the point. Matt Clark, Campbellville, Ontario native, and he has now scored his 4th goal of the year, but again, a solid defensive player contributing with the offense.
Well, we touched on how bad the Brampton Battalion power play has been this year. It certainly doesn't look that way tonight. That goal almost seemed inevitable with the amount of shots they've had on the power play.
And it's Cody Hodgson who will get another point.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, what a surprise, huh? 6th game, now 7 points. He had a big game in Peterborough. Had to watch out for Wilson. That train just missed him. Now Jeff Hayes has it. Throws it up to Valentine. We have a fight down in the corner, and there are trading blows here. It's Lane and Andreoff. And Andreoff is teeing off on Lane. Lane with no helmet. And he takes 2 or 3 shots to the head, and the 2 of them choose to end it. And Matt, having been someone who's been in a fight or 2 in your time, tell us about what that does for the Oshawa Generals.
Well, that's a great time for Andreoff to go. He sees his team fall behind, going late in the 2nd period. To be a guy who just fights every once in a while anymore, you really need to be able to bring more than that.
There's a save by Killeen. There's a puck through. Hayes with a shot, scores! And that's what happens when you go to the net. Jeff Hayes goes to the net, and his players, as a fight ensues, try to come over and defend one of their own, and the referees and linesmen quickly step in. And guess what? Andreoff has stirred up this team.
Jerry, we must have a crystal ball up here, because the way we talked about that fight and what it could do to a team, it really looks like it sparked the Generals to try and get out of the slide here.
Jeff Brown was the player who was involved.
I like to see the players mid-celebration come over and help one of their fallen comrades there. It really shows the unity of this team. Yeah,
it really brings the guys together, as I'm sure you know all too well.
Looks like the Generals could be heading to a power play here too after the goal. What a huge play for the Generals.
Well, and with Sean Jones, and that's probably not a smart play after the team scored, it ties the game up. The best thing to do is just walk away, but Jeff Brown was right in on top of the action here. We see Jeff Hayes, one poke at it, off the post, it comes back, and then another shot, and look at this, follow up, and there's Jeff Brown, and really he didn't do anything except go to the net.
Well, they say, Jerry, that you can't win a hockey game between the whistles, but you can lose it. And you don't know what this power play is going to bring for the Generals, but it certainly gives them an opportunity to go from 1 goal down to 1 goal up in 1 play. And I speak as a fan, Jerry. You know, it's hard for me to be unbiased because I was a player here. I'm going to get another fight here.
And it's Terreri, and it looked like Jones. Is that Jones in on the action again? I'm not sure. I can't see the number. It's pulled over his shoulder pads. It was Terreri. And it is Jones. Jones has been in the thick of things. He took the penalty in that second period, Matt, that led to the power play for the Oshawa Generals, but looks like he's in on it again.
That's Jones's calling card, though. You know, this is what he does, and this is what he does to be effective. If he can get under the skin of the opposing players and draw power plays for his team, he's doing what he does.
From Aurora. Out front, Bailey gets the paddle down and is able to stop that one. And Goodrow is a first rounder. A 93 birthday. There's a score! Out front, Thorne. A loose puck. And a mistake, and it's pounced on by the Brampton Battalion.
This battalion team looks like they just capitalized on defensive errors. Again, the Oshawa General Defense Corps couldn't clear the puck out, and the Brampton Battalion capitalized on it.
And for those who have watched Oshawa General's broadcast, we've seen this story before. It's just a little mental error. It comes out 2 men in front of the net, Matt, and that's just 2 men too many, untouched.
Well, you know what? The Oshawa Generals had a chance to clear the puck, though, and when you turn the puck over with a down low 2 or 3 on 1, it's going to come.
A lot of time being wasted in the corner. Andreoff trying to dig after it. Just 8 seconds left. Boone Jenner has it. He gets knocked down. Now Valentine with a shot. Loose puck, DeHart, and the buzzer goes, and that ends the game. Brampton Battalion will win this one by a score of 3-2. They're now up to 54 points. The Generals will stay at 47 and will stay, at least for the moment, tied for the last spot in the Eastern Conference. We'll find out more when we come back. There it is from the General Motors Center. Again, the final score, Brampton 3, Oshawa 2. Back of the post game and wrap in just a minute.